to Rodney Davis.
Hello, sports fans. Cable Channel 15 TV, and we're on the road at Osceola. Another shot at a Mississippi County school. Came up a little short last week with the Rivercrest coach David Black, Ben Black, and joined by my tag team partner this week, Randy Klepeczka. Your second broadcast here for us this year on Cable 15 TV, but the first that brought the team back together.
Yeah, the team is back together for 1 week. Glad to be here. Boy, I've really enjoyed being a fan this year, David. I can tell you that, watching this football team, but great to be back in the booth tonight.
You know, the Greyhound games are brought to you by the White River Health System and its affiliates, the Newport Diagnostic Medical Clinic and the White River Medical Center Medical Complex in Newport. And y'all been by there, I know, lots of times. It looks like Newport has won the toss and they have deferred. You see Deshaun Anderson, Jordan Neal, and Jay Kratt, number 5. But great things happening there at Newport, right there at the old Kroger building, and they're just about getting that thing ready to go. It's just a matter of a few days. But anyway, it looked like Osceola. We deferred. Osceola
right.
wants the football. Randy C., just exciting to come play, but boy, this is a huge football game for the Newport Greyhounds.
Yeah, you know, we're at the time of the year, Dave, we always talk about it's all about seeding now. You know, it looks pretty sure that the Hounds are in the playoffs. I don't know if it's 100% guaranteed.
Absolutely, they're
in. Pretty sure. And, you know, it's all about seeding right now. We wanted that 1 seed because you get a long streak at home in that 1 seed, but last week really hurt those chances unless somebody can beat Rivercrest. But if we can win out, we'll be guaranteed, no worse than that 2 seed. So that's what we want right now. It's a pretty good bracket, I think, if you get that 2 seed, a chance to win some football games. So that's what we're playing for right now.
Well, tonight, as we film this football game, Rivercrest and Manila are getting together. Manila's our opponent next week, and people in Mississippi County say that's going to be one heck of a football game. Yeah,
I know Hootens has only got it as a 2-point game. You know, I thought maybe Rivercrest would be a little bit bigger favorite than that. Rivercrest is a team that's playing a lot better right now. I mean, they've got a couple of backs really playing well, and, you know, I look for Rivercrest to win that game a little more than 2 points. But we'll see. Hopefully Manila can pull off the upset there.
Arkansas Steel Associates, pregame show always, you know, Arkansas Steel been on the pregame show, Cable 15 TV, for many, many years, and we thank those folks for contributing to their dollars to help bring you these broadcasts. Arkansas Steel Associates always with the pregame show. Randy, Osceola and Newport has a long, long history. It's been a great history. It's been a tremendous battle down through the years. It really doesn't have anything to do with this ball game, but it's just great to get to come to play Osceola again.
Yeah, so many great memories here. I remember our second broadcast of the 90s. We started in 96 together. Our second broadcast was over here. That's a great victory for Newport in that game, and you know, just such a tremendous history, especially during the 90s. So, you know, feeling a little bit of that tonight. As you said, both schools, both teams have changed a lot since then, but still you can feel a little bit of that old rivalry here.
Randy, let me ask you this about the football team or the football game tonight. I mean, we always talk about the superlatives, you know, who's going to run the most and who's going to pass the most, and I think a big psychological thing for the first team that scores, I really do, and especially from a Newport standpoint. You know, Newport had, you know, we lost 2 football games this year and had a chance to win either one of those games, and we had a chance to lose the Piggott game because they, you know, we don't make the 2-point conversion. But I just think it's huge psychologically for the first team that scores right here tonight.
I think so again, especially after, as you said, last week. You know, that game was a tough loss for the Hounds. I mean, it's a game we very well could have won. You know, had some penalties that were key, but not to take anything away from Rivercrest. They played a great game, got some great talent, but it's a game we very easily could have won. So it might be a little bit down for that. So we need something psychologically to pick us up early.
The Hounds are going to kick the football off on a beautiful, beautiful night. It was a gorgeous day in northeast Arkansas, mid-80s, low to mid-80s in the temperature, and it's rather nice right now at kickoff time. It's actually short sleeve weather, and just a beautiful, beautiful night for football.
Yeah, unbelievable for October I guess the 28th. I remember one year that we had snow about this time of year. It's been about 20 years ago, I guess, but certainly weather can be very different at this time of year. Luckily, we got the warm weather right now.
Brian Smith brings you the kickoff. Farm Bureau Insurance, 206 North Harwood Street. We thank Brian for that. Jerry Ellis to kick, my tag team partner, with a play-by-play. Here's Randy C.
And Jerry Ellis to kick off for Newport to start this Osceola game. Low kick, fielded at the 33, straight ahead. Pretty good return. Osceola, they'll be up to about the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Seminoles at their own 45.
Well, the Hound defense has been the key to this football team all year long. I mean, they've just been a shutdown group, and there were just a couple of plays last week that just was a difference in the football game. Those guys from Rivercrest just made plays, but huge football game, great starting field position for the Seminoles right here.
Right, this Newport defense, I think, leading the Class 3A in scoring defense, allowing only about 10 points a game. So let's get those stats back down again this week. Osceola 3 backs in the backfield, handoff to the right side. He'll spin and get about 5, still spinning, still on his feet, and boy, he's got a nice gain up to, looks like about the 48 of Newport, gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, when they cross that 50, start going downhill, they started hitting some folks, and no doubt, and huge gain right there, but we've got Pruitt at the linebackers, and Samaniego on one side, Deshaun Anderson, big Darrell Hardeman there at his defensive slot. On the far side, Colby McCoy.
2nd and 3, Osceola at the 48. I look this time. Hand off to the fullback, and he's got a lot of room. Number 12 inside the 40, 35. Near the 30-yard line, 29-yard line. Gain of 19 for Osceola. They're running the football 1st and 10 at the Newport 29.
Well, they just take a chapter out of what they saw last week against the Newport defense with Rivercrest just running right at the Hounds and trying not to do anything fancy. But if you get guys blocking, you can kick people out. You can run a long ways.
A big hole there on the right side. 1st and 10 Seminoles, 10:45 to go here in the first quarter. Hand off to the half tailback, and he's got a lot of room inside, and he may go score inside the 10, still on his feet, running hard to the 5. And Osceola's running that football 3 downs, and they've covered a lot of territory. 1st and goal at the Newport 5.
Yeah, we just didn't have any penetration there whatsoever, and Osceola is controlling the line of scrimmage, and when you control the line of scrimmage, you win football games.
1st and goal at the 5, clock's at 10:35, and they're counting it after they move the chains. Well, again, Osceola looking very good blocking and running right now. Nothing fancy. 1st and goal at the 5. And off to number 1, and not much that time. That's that Hound defense we know. He'll maybe get a half yard near the 4-yard line, and that's another number 1, just like we saw last week with the Robinson of Rivercrest. Be 2nd and goal from the 4.
Well, just several Greyhounds in on that tackle. Garcia looked like he came off the bottom of the pile, and of course we got Fryer and Crichton in the secondary, and it's pretty good defense, pretty good defensive football team.
Right. Very little gain, not even a half yard, I don't think. That's tightened up defense. 2nd and goal, just inside the 5. Toss this way, need an open field tackle. We get it. Good defensive play on the right side there. Number 10 for Newport.
It's James Dixon.
James Dixon with the play. Haven't seen him maybe that much defensively, but a good play by Jason. You know James there. He was out there on an island, you might say, and they end up with a loss of about 3. 3rd and goal from the 7.
He's in. Jordan Neal did not practice much this week, and not so sure how much he'll get to play tonight. Big 3rd down and goal from the 6.
And off to the right side, number 1 cuts it up, and he'll be stopped just short of the goal line. He's up to about the 1. Going to be a huge 4th and goal. Let's go Newport defense.
How many times this year have we seen the Hounds be able to stop on 4th and short? And they're not quite to the 1. Looks like between the 1 and the 2-yard line, but Hounds have tried time after time after time again and been successful on the 4th and short. Watch the football.
Watch the football. Ball spotted very near the 2-yard line. Come on, defense. Get a stop here.
It would be huge.
Once again, 4th and goal. Hand off straight ahead. He will not get it. Big Darrell. Is that Darrell or? Yeah, that was Darrell. That's the kind of play that guy can make. Darrell Hardeman can be dominant, and he was on that play. Ball turns over to the Hounds.
The Hound defense has done it time after time after time this year. Darrell made the penetration. He won the double-team battle at the line of scrimmage. He was in the backfield, and nothing there for the Seminoles. Great job by that Newport defense. We've got the football deep, deep, deep in our territory, but we're at 0-0.
First thing we want to do is get it out of the hole, get some field position established, and go score. But we've got to get it out of that hole. We want to turn that field position around. 8:28 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Hounds at their own 3.
Yeah, no score yet if you just joined us.
Hand off. Jerry, get outside, Jerry. Boy, he's not going to be able to get out there. He's going to lose about 1, I think. Very near the line of scrimmage. Lost probably about a half. Be 2nd and long for Newport.
Ben Black's Used Cars. Want to sell a car, a truck, boat, or four-wheeler? Give him a call at 512-8429. And Farmers Oil Corporation, where they have a lot of that propane if you need some out there in the country, and you give them a call and those folks will deliver it to you. They're located down on 3rd Street and Highway 69 under new management. Randy Courier, Farmers Oil Corporation in downtown Newport.
Go, Jake Wright, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cash Forrester to Jake Wright, 98 yards. Hounds lead 6-0.
98 yards. That will be pass yards for Cash Forrester and reception yards for Jay Cright. The Hound defense makes a tremendous play on 4th down and short, and then the Newport offense on 2nd down, a great pass, just a quick pass to Cright. Cright had single coverage at the top of the screen, and then he went the distance. 98 big ones.
I guess the school record's 99, isn't it? In Jonesboro one.
That is correct.
Night. I'll never forget that play. 98 yards, 1 yard short of the school record. Noguez to attempt the extra point. Jay Cright to hold. Ball down, kick up in the air, and it looks good, and it is good. And with 7:46 to go in the first quarter, Hounds lead 7-0.
Hey, just a tremendous play. We're having a little monitor problem, but we'll get it worked out. Ben, you're working on that, correct? But we are on the air, there's no doubt about that. But Randy C., how huge is it? We talked about, I mean, it's just huge. It's exactly what we needed. We let those guys have the football, and they run 3 plays. They get it down inside to have 1st and goal from the, 4 or 5 yard line, and they don't get it in. And then we go 98 yards. It's huge for the Hounds.
Yeah,
huge.
I said we need to establish field position, then go score. We did all that on one play. Good job, Forrester and Cright.
Sam's Diner in the yellow building down on 2nd Street. What great breakfast down there early in the morning. You need some breakfast, you need some bacon and eggs. They can do it. And tremendous lunch each and every day, Monday through Friday. Sam's Diner, White River Area Agency on Aging. Newport next to Glass Plus, providing home health care services, bathing, meal prep, light housekeeping, and transportation. They have care coordination and providing assistance in understanding how senior care works. Certified home care assistants working directly under a registered nurse. And if you need our services or know someone who does, please give us a call at 523-4982. Exciting, my friend.
That was great, man. You don't see many 98-yard pass plays, and Cash didn't throw it that far, but that's the way the stats work, and we're glad to call that 98-yard touchdown pass. Jerry Ellis will kick off for Newport. Look for another low kick. Hopefully Osceola may have a little trouble fielding this thing. Boy, big turn of emotions real quickly in this football game. There's Jerry. Again, another just squib kick. They'll just fall on it at the 34-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Osceola at their own 34.
Hound defense, super all year, even last week. I mean, just other than a couple of plays, just outstanding defensive football team. Back out there on the field is McCoy, Anderson, Hardiman, Samaniego, McCoy, Garcia, Cright, Fryer, and Fryer. The Pruitt boys.
1st and 10 just short of the 35. Motion this way, they hand it to him coming around the left side. Gets around the corner. Gets a nice gain up to about the 42. Gain of about 7, maybe 8. 2nd down and short for Osceola.
And they tackled Alberto Garcia. I mean, literally grabbed him, and they didn't actually throw him to the ground, but they had him wrapped up. No holding call there. Got to have one. Coach Hansley talks often about setting the edge. It's kind of hard to set the edge if the guy's holding you.
Can't do it. Nope. 2nd and short for Osceola. Ball spotted at the 42 of Newport. About 2.5 to go for a 1st down. Handoff going right. They'll have a 1st down near the 46-yard line. Give him about 4 on the play. 1st and 10 Osceola.
Subway Coaches Show immediately following the broadcast, and the Cal Motors Player of the Game. Their new location, exit 85 there in Newport. Robert Turner and his new location at 2802 Stegall Road. Financial advisor for Edward Jones, Robert Turner. Number 62 in your program and number 1 in your heart. RT.
7:24 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead 7-0. 1st and 10 Osceola at their own 46. And a different look on this drive for Osceola. Motion right. They hand it to him. Has a little seam there, but it closes very, very quickly, and they may just get a couple of yards on the play. 2nd and 8. Tyler Linville in the game for Newport defensively on that defensive front.
Has been one of those spell guys. He just spells from time to time, but he got a lot of playing time last week at a defensive end position. Now he's in the interior line as Big Darrell will get a break. And I like that about Coach Hinesley and the defensive staff, he and Coach Reynolds, and even Coach Bradley, alternating guys in, especially those big guys, and trying to give them a little wind every now and then.
They're running them in and out, and that plays a difference, especially in the second half. 2nd down and 7. Motion right. Quarterback drops straight back. Throws it across the middle, incomplete. Good coverage by Jay Cright there. Make it 3rd down and a passing situation for Osceola. 3rd down and a long 7.
Pretty good pressure from McCoy and Anderson that time. And Jordan Neal into the football game now on this defensive series. 6:28 to play in the first quarter. Hounds lead 7-0.
Seminoles will send 2 receivers left, 2 right. One backfield to the one back to the right of the quarterback. He drops straight back, looks, throws it to the outside, has a man open, and he'll have a 1st down by about a yard. He'll be up at near the 42-yard line. Good completion by Osceola right there. Guy was open, and 1st and 10 at the 42 of Newport. Yeah,
the guy ran about 15 yards down the field, and then he came back about 5 yards, and as he was coming back, the quarterback hit him. That's just a well-designed play there by the Seminoles, and they executed themselves a 1st down with 6:20 to play in the quarter. Hounds up 7-0.
Hounds lead 7-0 again. Ball spotted about halfway between the 42 and the 43-yard line. They'll send 1 receiver left, 1 right. Motion this way, hand it right up the middle. Played well by the Hound defense. Deshaun Anderson stands him straight up, and they'll give him the 41, maybe close to 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 for Seminoles.
Yeah, it's just good defensive line play there, controlling the line of scrimmage, holding your spot, not giving up ground. Short gain on the play.
Ball spotted at the 41. Quarterback under center. Motion this way. They give it to him, and he's got some room over here. 40, 35, 30. Inside the 30, near the 28-yard line. Gain of about 13, 1st and 10, Osceola.
Again, when you get locked up there, if you're the outside contained guy, you cannot get locked up. You've got to do whatever you can to, as we say, set the edge. And we didn't get it done that time, but those guys did an outstanding job of blocking they did a good job of doing what they were supposed to do. Zane Watkins in now.
Zane in there, 55, Kobe McCoy out. 1st and 10 at the 28 of Newport. 5:16 to go here in the first quarter. We're up 7-0. They'll send 2 receivers right, 1 left. Quarterback's by himself. Motion to the right. Drops straight back. Throws it out and flat. Good catch. Oh, it's picked off. Is that TK Fryer? Anyway, to be Hounds, yeah, TK Fryer on the interception to be 1st and 10 Newport at their own 36-yard line.
We had a guy there, and it looked like he caught the ball, and he just missed it. And somebody missed the football, and went right into Fryer's hand. Way to go, Kalen.
Good field position by the Hounds. You get up on these guys' 2 scores, maybe they'll start sinking a little bit. Let's go Hound offense. I'll take Jerry Ellison about 70, 65 yards here.
Bubba Driver, Linville at the right guard. Right tackle on this side, it's Big Emery, Big Zane, excuse me, Alex.
Bobby T. Smith in the backfield. Bobby cuts up. Hard hit there. Bobby Mank holds on to that football up to about the 37-yard line. Gain of maybe 2, a short 2, be 2nd and a long 8.
Garrett Body in at a wide receiver for the Hounds. Cash Forster, of course, your Greyhound quarterback, sophomore, and has been outstanding throughout the whole year, leading this football team. 2nd down and 8.
2 receivers right. Jay White goes out to the left.
He's got single coverage again at the top of the screen.
High snap. Bobby T. Good forward progress, good tough running, good surge by that offensive line up to the 48-yard line on the play. That'll make it 3rd down and 3, a very manageable situation for Newport.
Third down and 3 from the 43. 3:53. Clock moving. I'd say it's a pretty big play.
Yeah, I know it.
They're all big plays, aren't they?
They're all, but you want to execute here and keep this drive alive. You want to take advantage of that momentum. Off straight ahead. Jerry Ellis, and not much there. Jerry pushing that pile forward, and he'll have a first down. Look at that pile move forward. Good surge, good tough running by Jerry. 1st and 10 Newport at the 48 now.
Well, we didn't have it like you called it. We were well short of the first down, and it just took extra effort by number 1, Jerry Ellis, holding on to the football and moving forward, and then offensive line getting behind the big pile and pushing the pile forward. 3:32 remaining here in the first quarter. Hounds lead 7-0. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line, their own territory.
No telling what all's going on in that pile right there, but the main thing, it was moving forward. 1st and 10 Newport. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 right. Jerry Ellis, motion to the left, throw it to him, and he's got blocking. Jerry Ellis, and boy, you can't play it much better than Osceola did right there. Great play. They saw it coming, and we'll have a flag. And
yeah, I think we're going to get a personal foul penalty on Osceola, a late hit after the play. They pushed somebody across the pile of players there. I saw a Newport player go down. 2 flags there.
They're going to talk about it.
They'll get it straightened out and let us know when they do.
We think it'll be 15 yards against the Seminoles, which will put it up to about the 42 in Osceola territory, but they still have not signaled anything. They're talking about it, writing it down in their books.
Yeah, the referee's got his book out.
He's got a personal foul, so I guess he's got to write that down if they get one. And again, we think that's what it is. Every indication is that's what it is. 3:03 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead 7-0, and we think we're driving. We'll see what this flag indicates.
This is one of those times that you go as a fan, guys. I mean, you got to make a decision, and you got to get it done, and you got to mark it off or not mark it off. You got to do something here. You have to do something.
Unsportsmanlike Osceola. Unsportsmanlike Newport.
Wow.
That'll cancel out. They'll offset, and that'll be a loss back to the 43-yard line. Make it 2nd down and 15. And Cricht left and body out to the right here.
Might have to institute the Gene Grice rule here in just a little bit.
Jerry Ellis outside. Jerry Ellis, 50, 45. Jerry Ellis, outstanding run, hit way out of bounds there. I don't think there'll be a flag, but an excellent gain. Set up a 3rd down and very short.
A tremendous block on the outside out there on the edge by number 5, Jay Cricht. He locked up on the cornerback, and it was his block that allowed Jerry Ellis to spring and get the little opening that he had going around the left side. Great job of blocking by Jay Cricht.
They'll spot it at about the 44. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 2, short 3. That's block offensive line. Nothing fancy here. Motion this way. Jerry gets outside. Jerry 45, 40, 1st down Newport. Jerry Ellis with pure speed gets inside the 40 to the 38, 1st and 10 Hounds.
And Garrett Body also on this side with an outstanding block. He locked up on his cornerback and wouldn't let him go, and that was the difference in the play. The Hounds up under center that time. They're going to do some of that throughout the course of the night, obviously.
Spin that clock with 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Hounds lead 7-0 and driving at the Osceola 38. Tyler Calamiche and Jay Cricht go left. O'Shea in motion. Ellis. Jerry Ellis thought he was going to get outside, couldn't quite do it. He'll have it up to the 33-yard line. Gain of about 5 on the play, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, good offensive play, good positive play on 1st down. And reminder that Newport Economic Development Commission is one of the sponsors here on Cable Channel 15 TV football. The Greyhound, you know, they're working for all of us, helping in the area economy. NEDC, NewportARcity.org. a proud past and a bright future in EDC.
2nd and 5, Hounds. Ball at the 33 of the Seminoles. Cash, straight back, pumps, got a man going deep. Jay Crichton, caught! What a great catch by Jay Crichton. Be first to goal, Newport at the 8 of Osceola.
Tremendous eye contact with the football by Jay Crichton, and he knew when to jump. The defender jumped a little bit too soon, and right after he gets at his apex, then Crichton jumped, and as the other guy was coming down, he missed the ball. Crichton catches the ball, and it's fantastic right there. Great toss from Cash Forrester.
Crichton is becoming quite the target for Newport, really establishing himself as a big-time receiver here over the last 2 to 3 weeks, and good to see that.
Got to touch the football.
Yeah.
Got to get a lot of touches.
First and goal at the 8. Cash under center. Jerry Ellis, the running back. Ellis, right. Ellis, feed. Ellis, 5. Cuts up. Ellis, 5. Touchdown, Newport. Jerry Ellis, 9 yards. Hounds lead 13-0.
Tremendous blocking by 8 and by 2. Calamise and Body, excellent blocks as those 2 wide receivers on the outside. You can't get any running room at all unless you get your wide receivers to block. Excellent job tonight from those wide receivers blocking.
62, the deep snapper for Newport. Xavier Foster. Jay Crichton to hold. Rolando Noguez will attempt to make it 14-0. Ball down, kick up in the air, and it is good. And with 1 minute to go in the first quarter, Hounds lead 14-0.
Hounds had a great defensive stand on their first series, Osceola's first series. And then they get the turnover on the interception, they drive it down, they get points right there. And you see a deflated now Osceola football team. And one thing you want to do now is turn the heat up. Turn the heat up right here. Let's go, Hounds.
Foot on the pedal, guys.
Farmers Tire Mart, 1501 Malcolm Avenue, mobile service available. In other words, if you have a flat tire in your house, if you want at your house, your place of business, you'll give them a call at 523-6735. They'll come out, put air in your tire, bring your car into the place of business and tell you what's wrong with it. Obviously, it's got might have a nail in it, might need a new tire, might just need a flat fix, but they'll take care of you at Farmers Tire Mart and do a lot of service work on automobiles. And you need a good oil change, Farmers Tire Mart is the place to go there. 1501 Malcolm Avenue. Dr. Gavin McDowell, customized vision care in the Village Mall, 523-3333. Professional vision care and eye health care at Dr. Gavin McDowell in the Newport Village Mall.
Jerry Ellis to kick off. No, excuse me, that's TK to Kalen Fryer kicking off. Good kick by TK, fielded at the 19, straight ahead. Gets outside, bounces outside, time to get near midfield. Boy, excellent return by Osceola up to about the 47, 48-yard line. They'll have good field position, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm not so sure against this bunch. You just don't kick it out of bounds every time. Let them start to 35. I mean, just tremendous speed, and those guys have that speed like the Greyhounds do. And
well, a lot of teams like to do Newport. You don't want those deep guys getting the ball. I mean, you soon nub it and hopefully get around the 30. 1st and 10, Osceola at their own 48-yard line. 51.8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We lead 14-0. They'll line up with 3 backs in the backfield like in the first drive. And off to the tailback. You get it past midfield near the 47 of Newport, so a gain of about 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 as we get under 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
14-0, the Greyhounds lead. Been an excellent first quarter for the Hounds.
Julius Clark in the game for Newport, 32 out. Julius Pruitt.
Julius and Julius.
2nd down and 5 from the 47. Likely the last play of the first quarter. Quarterback straight back, pump fake, throws it over the head. Actually, very catchable football, a little bit high, but they would have had near a first down. But clock stops with 6.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and make it 3rd and 5.
Deshaun in, Tyler Linville out. Love the rotation. 3rd down. 14-0, the Greyhounds lead. Osceola
throwing that football a little bit more than you might expect, and some success, some not. 3rd down and 5 right here. Let's go defense. Again, 6.7 seconds to go here in the first quarter. They'll send receivers left and right. Motion to the right. They hand it to him, and he'll have a first down up at about the 40-yard line of Newport. Be 1st and 10, and they've got a half say. They'll run the clock down, and that's the end of the first quarter with your score. Newport 14, Osceola 0.
Football game brought to you by Norman and Baker Pharmacy, Mary Davis and crew. And, you know, they'll be moving out to the new White River Medical Center Medical Complex just as soon as that thing opens, but still providing a convenient drive-through window, and they'll have one out there. Just professional people, true quality service from friendly and caring professionals at Norman Baker Pharmacy. The city of Newport Recycling open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. Drop off anytime. The bins are available after hours. They accept glass bottles, clothing, electronics, aluminum, tin cans, plastic, white paper, which is office paper, junk mail, etc., magazines, newspaper, cardboard, you name it. They offer a free paper shredding service, and if you got a lot that you need to shred, you can give Bonnie a call at 217-0070, and she'll have everything set up for you. El Puente Restaurant. You can call in, or you can drive through, or you can come in and eat their great food, and you'll never leave hungry. You can try the fajitas, the fajita taco salads, fajita nacho supreme, delicious lunch specials, the best tea in town, and some great fruit punch. You need to come visit all the folks in Newport, because all of us are eating out there, especially me and you, Randy C.
About twice a week, still on that Wednesday night, Sunday after church schedule there. Well, good first down by the Hounds, David. You look at about 3 plays. Darrell Hardeman's big defensive play at the goal line down there, the interception by T.K. Fryer, and the big pass play, 98 yards from Cash Forrester to Jay Cry. Good first half for the Hounds.
Absolutely. You know, football's one of those games, and they're all like that. It's just a game of big plays, and whoever makes the most big plays usually wins the football game.
Osceola will start the second quarter now. 1st and 10 at the Newport 40. Quarterback under center with one back in the backfield. Motion left. Trying to get around that corner. Played well by the Hounds. Good job by the Hound defense. Is that Jay? I couldn't tell who that was.
I'm trying to figure it out. That is Jay Crichton.
Jay Crichton, number 5, playing so well on both sides of the football. Loss on the play of about 2, 2nd down and 12.
Our spotter, the cameraman, Ben Black, he let me know. He can see that far.
Yeah, he's got some eyes still.
Thank you,
got
sir.
the youth.
Well, youth is not on our side, brother.
No. 2nd down and 12 from the 42. Quarterback straight back. Pumps. Flushed out of the pocket. Really under duress. Throws it deep, and they catch it and run backwards to about the 38. Boy, Osceola, I thought he was just going to throw it up there and we get a pig, but a good job by that receiver for adjusting, and he'll have it to the 38-yard line, 3rd down.
Coach Hansley was questioning whether or not the guy had come from out of bounds, thought he got knocked out of bounds, and makes him an ineligible receiver coming back out. Not going to get anywhere with those guys there, but it's down to the 39-yard line. Second quarter underway, 14-0 Greyhounds, and it's 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. Again, he ran back at least 5 yards after he caught it. Come on, defense. Quarterback. Straight back. There comes the heat. There comes the heat. And he just has to throw it. Well, he actually didn't throw it away. He threw it to the guy that was over here, but he got hit pretty hard. Good job by that Hound defense. Alberto Garcia with the hit.
I really thought they were trying to set up the middle screen.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
But there wasn't anybody there to catch the screen, so maybe it was a missed assignment by them or a whole bunch of missed blocks by their offensive line.
Yeah, it looked like that typical screen blocking when everybody jailbreaks out of there, but there wasn't anything there. He found a receiver, but good job by Alberto. 4th down and 9. Come on, Hound defense. Need to stop right here. 10:27 to go in the second quarter. Hounds up 14-0. Big 4th down and 9.
Earlier they ran, here's where they ran 11. They were going the other way, but ran him down about 15 yards, and then he came back 5 yards. Let's see what happens here.
There's a timeout, I think, Osceola. They get the timeout before the snap. It'd be timeout Osceola. It'd be 4th down and 9 with 10:25 to go here in the second quarter.
Russell Leggett, who is the head football coach here and a good buddy of mine, has been for a long, long time. Newport's own Tracus Donaldson on the staff, and what a junior high football game we saw last night. Ended up in a tie, 14-14. And there was a lot of question after the game about why we're not playing that off. We'll have to go back and check the rules, and I think they did that today. And I'm thinking they assuming that we should have played.
Well, that's what I thought. I kept telling everybody that was sitting around me in the stands, there will be overtime, and yet both teams will get a shot from the 10. And then they didn't do that, and everybody thought I was a fool, but I believe I may have been right.
Well, every conference, it's not an Arkansas Activity Association rule, but the rule is we'll let the conferences decide what they want to do in their junior high games. And who wouldn't want to play the game? I mean,
right.
who would vote not to do that? I don't think anybody would vote. Yeah. No, we don't want to play a tie. I think everybody would vote for that. So, anyway.
Still a good season for that junior high team, 6-2-1, and boy, David, again, we say it every year, the future looks great for Newport football.
7th grade bunch, 8-0, and just solid.
I can't wait till that 7th and 6th grade bunch is on the same team.
Yeah.
They haven't ever been on the same team yet. They'll be lethal. 4th down and 9, big play for the Hound defense here. Motion this way. Quarterback straight back. There comes the heat. Throws it up and picked off. 30, 40, 50, 40. Is that Jay Cripe?
Maybe Jordan Neal. 6, 8. We'll see when he comes off.
Jordan Neal with the interception, number 6. Good job, Jordan. Be 1st and 10 Newport at the 38 of Osceola, 37. The second interception of the game for Newport. If you can make this thing 21-0, you're a long way to getting a victory right here.
Jordan Neal with a tremendous interception. It was Cripe with the great coverage. The pass was underthrown.
There was a flag up back at the 42-yard line. They picked it up, and still no indication of what it was. Apparently against Osceola, and will decline it. Yeah, they're just waving the flag off. 1st and 10 Newport at the Osceola 37. 10-17 to go in the second quarter. Hounds lead 14-0 and in good shape to maybe make it 21.
Zane Watkins and Alex Emery, Bubba Driver. All sophomores in that offensive line for the Hounds right now. Deshaun Anderson and Tyler Linville at the guards.
Hand off inside. Not much there. They'll get it to maybe the 35-yard line. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 for Newport.
10:08, clock moving at Bratcher Real Estate in their new location at 732 Malcolm Avenue at the corner of Malcolm and Wilkerson. Mary Reed, the principal broker, and Lauren Sampson, one of the agents there. Lauren's number is 512-8951, and Mary's number is 512-8660. Check them out on their website at Bratcher1.com.
That was Bobby Smith on that carry. Bobby in the backfield, gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Cash straight back, throws it out here. O'Shea Pruitt, excellent reception, excellent pattern and throw. 1st and 10 Newport at the 26 of Osceola.
Boy, that's just a wonderful pass from Cash, throwing across his body, and O'Shea coming out of the backfield. Just ran it out into the flats, and pretty good toss, pretty good catch, a good gain. 1st down for the Hounds, 9:36 to play in the first half. We lead 14-0 and on the move down to the 26-yard line.
Cash over here talking to Coach Bradley and getting the play. Jay Cripe wide left. Garrett Body wide right. Tyler Calamese also goes out right. Bobby Smith, the running back. Now Calamese to the left.
Pistol formation.
Bobby T up to the 25-yard line. Gain of only about 1 on the play brings up 2nd down and 9 for Newport. 9:08 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds lead 14-0.
Talked with Coach John Bradley last night at the junior high game, saying he was going to try to do a few things a little different this week, and they had gone in, and he and Coach Hansley and the rest of the staff had gone in and watched some film of themselves and said, let's try to figure out some tendencies of each other. You critique me and I'll critique you, and we'll try to find out what we're doing in certain situations that might try to get away from some of the tendencies that we're doing.
Cash straight back. There's a flag on the play, and be a false start on Newport, I think. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, make it 2nd down and 14. They'll spot the ball back at the 30-yard line.
Talking about that junior high bunch, and you know, it was kind of a tough situation. We actually, you know, we had a junior high coach who didn't make it, maybe even through a game or two, and we were kind of put in a tough spot. Mark McGee came to the forefront as the head coach, and all the senior high coaches pitched in. Benny Reynolds became the defensive coordinator for those guys, and they just went to work. They just went to work and got it done.
They've done a great job. O'Shea in motion to the right. Cash rolls right, throws it out to O'Shea in flat. O'Shea with a good move, 25, O'Shea 20. O'Shea still on his feet, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, O'Shea Pruitt, 30 yards.
And again.
No, they're going to fall him out at the 5,
We'll take it, but a beautiful, beautiful block by number 8, Garrett Body. These wide receivers are impressive blocking in the secondary.
Great execution. And they'll call him out at the 5. O'Shea hurdled a guy or two there near the end to the end zone, but barely just stepped out of bounds at the 5. We'll take that. 1st and goal from the 5 with 8:07 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds up 14-0. Cash getting the play from Coach Bradley on the sideline over here. 25-second clock, not yet. Now it's running at 22, so plenty of time. Body and Calamese out right. Jay Cright. Hand off to Smith, running hard. He'll get about half of it. Call him at the 3-yard line. Be 2nd and goal from the 3. 7:50 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds leading 14-0.
Unity Health, Harris Medical Center, located at 1205 McLean Street, 523-8911. Booster Club luncheon every Monday at noon. Come join us for a $5 lunch and find out about the Hounds play this week and what's going to happen next week at Unity Health, Harris Medical Center over on McLean Street.
2nd and goal from the 3. Cash fumbles a football and we get it back. Be 3rd down and 3. Just a little bit of mishandling there between the center and the quarterback, it looked like, but luckily we get it back and we got 2 more chances to get those 3 yards.
Lose a yard back to the 4, I guess, where the spot is. And Randy, you see one of those, it's the first center quarterback exchange problem that we've seen tonight. We've been in, you know, the shotgun formation for most all year, and we've been working on this under center, but I like it when he's under center.
Well, I do too. I like at least being able to do it.
Jackson's Funeral Home at the 1900 block of Malcolm Avenue. Our family serving your family, care and comfort in your family's time of need. The Jackson's Funeral Home. And Merchants and Planners Bank Solution Center at M&P downtown Newport. And the latest expansion to downtown Newport is the M&P Insurance and Investment Services. New location on the corner of Front and Laurel Street, downtown Newport. Merchants and Planners Bank. Talk about Dr. Jeff Angel, my good buddy up at Batesville, and he's at the Medical Park Orthopedic Clinic, and he's now seeing patients at the Newport Diagnostic Medical Clinic at 2200 Malcolm Avenue. You know, he's a part of a team of leaders of orthopedic and sports medicine care and been doing business for many, many years and a lot of experience in orthopedic care in Batesville, and now he brings all of his talented services to the Newport area. Call the Medical Park Orthopedic Clinic at 870-793-2371 to find out how to schedule an appointment with my good friend, Dr. Angel, at Batesville and Newport.
3rd and goal from the 4. Don't want to squander this opportunity, Hounds. Cash straight back, throws it across the middle. They're not going to call. A little bit of early contact, but probably a correct no call there. 4th and goal from the 4 for Newport. Again, you don't want to squander an opportunity here. You want to take this thing up 3 possessions if you can. In 4th and goal from the 4, we have 7:12. Clock stopped after the incomplete here in the second quarter. Coach Bradley signaling the play from the sideline. Coach McGee.
May have to take a timeout. 25-second clock down to 10.
Yeah, we probably need to with that clock down to that. Hopefully our coaches catch that. Down to 3. We're going to get it off, I think. Motion. Cash in trouble. And I'm not sure if they're going to call that a pass or a fumble, but either way, it's going to be Osceola's football at the 10-yard line.
Well, once you get up there and you're in a hurry and you're going to have to snap it real quick, and it probably warranted a timeout there. We didn't get one. And, I mean, it's a huge play. And we elect to just try to go ahead and get it. The big play is the third down play when we throw and thought we might have gotten a little pass interference and didn't get any. And it sets up 4th and 4, and we had to hurry, and play didn't work from the very beginning. So Hounds will turn it over on downs right there. The fumble goes back to the 10-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Osceola there. Don't give up the big play here.
Right. Really wanted to go up 3 scores. What you definitely don't want to do is get it within 1 here. And off to the right side, and nothing but Hounds there. I'm telling you, there was about 4 or 5 that just collapsed that whole right side of the line there, and no gain, maybe a little loss on the play.
O'Shea and Deshaun off the bottom of the pile, and there were others there.
Those are the first 2, I think. Probably Colby McCoy had to be in on that too. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 from the 10.
No gain on the play.
6:40 to go here in the second quarter. Hounds lead 14-0. Osceola with everybody in tight. There's no wide receivers. Everybody's in tight. High formation.
9 or 10 in the box.
Toss sweep to the left. He gets outside, but played pretty well by the Hounds. He didn't get a lot. Good pursuit by the Hounds. Looked like he was going to get around that corner, but really didn't. Maybe gain of 3 or so. Be 3rd down, and about 7 from the 13. Closer to the 14. We'll call it 6. Tyler Linville in the game for Newport. Alberto Garcia getting a rest.
6 minutes remaining here in the half. Hounds lead 14-0. Need to hold right here to get real good field position on a punt.
Yeah, you should be able to get huge field position right here if you can get a stop. 3rd and 7. Toss to the left, reverse, going the other way, and they've got a lot of room. 10, 15, 20. Be knocked out of bounds. Great call, great execution by Osceola. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 36, gain of 22.
That's number 11 there, and Gilmore on the reverse.
Well, it's just a good play call, and the Newport defense had gone with the sweep coming to our left side, and Osceola goes back to their left side and made a play. 1st down and 10 for the Seminoles. 5:32 remaining here in the first half. 14-0 in favor of the Greyhounds.
Osceola out of their huddle, slowly out of their huddle. 25-second clock down to 12 already. 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, a well-executed reverse. They'll toss sweep to the left. Played well by the Hounds. Nothing there, maybe a yard or so, but good pursuit by the right side of that Hound defense. And short gain on the play brings up 2nd down and long.
I'm telling you, the only reason these guys are getting to the edge is they are actually literally wrapping up and taking their arms and going all the way around our defensive players. I saw Tyler Linville that time. He just got tackled over there, and it's hard to play defense if somebody's tackling you. Bank of England, Kenny Thaxton, you need a home mortgage? Give him a call at 870-495-3931. Bank of England, Kenny Thaxton in the Newport Village Mall.
2nd, a long 8 from the 30, near the 37. Straight handoff and pretty good surge. They'll have it, looks like, to the 43-yard line. Be 3rd down and 3 for Osceola. Nice little drive started at their own 10 after turning it over on downs. .425 to go here in the first half. 3rd and 3.
You don't want this to be a game-changing drive for the Seminoles.
Toss to the right. Good pursuit. He'll have a 1st down. Past midfield up to about the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, Osceola. 4:12 to go here in the second quarter.
1st and 10, Seminoles at the 49-yard line.
From the 10, they've gone 41 yards down to the 49 in Newport territory. And Randy, see, we just got to buckle our chin straps here and play a little defense.
And we can do that. Clock stop at 4:12 on the out of bounds. They'll send a receiver left, 1 right. 3 back set. And off to that tailback. Played well by the Hounds. He won't get much. up to about near the 47-yard line. Gain of maybe 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8.
I heard some pads popping from up here.
Good contact by the Hound defense there.
Or I heard the pads popping from down there, but I heard it up here.
Tyler Linville out. Alberto Garcia back in the game. 2nd down and 8. Clock's down to inside 3:40 and counting in the first half. We lead 14-0.
You expect Osceola to try to run the football wide here. To the top of the screen.
I formation. Toss left. Played well by the Hounds. Great job. Is that Jordan Neal?
It is.
What was the flag? An illegal block maybe?
That I don't know.
I don't think it could have been anything defensively, but you never know. We'll see when the official tells us. Hey, it's an illegal block against the boys in the purple. Didn't think we had anybody there that could have made a penalty, but you never know till they call it.
Holding or block in the back, and the Hounds declined the penalty.
Make it 3rd down and long. Back at midfield, be 3rd down and
12.
Call it 12 for the Seminoles. Big play defensively. Osceola probably going to try to throw the football right here. They've thrown 2 picks already. Some of that caused by the heat of the Newport defense.
Will the Hounds bring a little pressure here from their linebacker spots? We'll see.
Give them a little bit of pressure at least. They'll send 3 receivers out to the left.
4-man front. No pressure.
Flag on the play, and that's probably hopefully a false start. We'll see. False start against Osceola. That'll make it 3rd down and 16. Make it 5 more. Definite passing situation. Don't think they'll be able to have that much success with a reverse if they try it again after we've seen that once, but that's been their most successful play offensively so far. They spin the clock with 2:55 to go here in the first half. We lead 14-0, 3rd down and 16 for Osceola.
Well, I expect that reverse to set up a reverse pass at some time during this contest.
Motion left, quarterback straight back. Throws it back left, has a man open. We had a couple of guys with a chance to intercept it, but at least we knock it down, and that'll be 4th down and 16. We'll see if Osceola, you would expect them to punt, but this late in the half, you never know.
Tremendous pressure by Kobe McCoy, among others. Yeah, with 2.5 to go.
Zane Watkins in, Kobe McCoy out.
These guys have got a punting team coming in. Got to field the punt. Dawson Cook was the guy that we had back there earlier this year. Of course, he's been out the last several weeks. Don't know a prognosis on him when he'll be back.
Hound's going to play this pretty straight up. We'll send the man D, but always be wary of the fake here. He does kick it. Low kick. Just get out of the way, guys. Just get out of the way. Hounds will have it at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Newport. Still a lot of time to go score. 2:22 to go in the first half. We lead 14-0.
Lindley Health and Rehab providing guests with a variety of essential services and services including long-term care, rehabilitation, occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, hospice care, and restorative care. Our team of professionals provides experience and thorough care for your family and loved ones. Caring for our community, Lindley Health and Rehab Center. And a Sonic Drive-In, burgers, fries, onion rings, and 168,000 soft drink combinations, milkshakes, and more. Check out our entire menu at sonicdrivein.com. And don't miss happy hour from 2 to 4 each day for half-price drinks.
Hounds 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. In the one-back set with Jerry Ellis, the running back. Officials blow it dead. Timeout, Osceola.
Yeah, the Hounds have a ways to go here. But you're just thinking about the last offensive opportunity. We got it down there, I guess, inside the 5. Had a couple of chances there on 3rd and 4th down. Couldn't get it done. But let's see what Coach John Bradley can pull out of the hat here. We've got plenty of time to do some things. Don't know where we are on timeouts. Have we had a timeout yet?
Not that I can remember.
Does the board show it?
It doesn't show timeouts. I don't know that we've held any. We've got at least 2, I think.
End of the broadcast. We'll have the Subway Coaches Show. Coach Mark Hinesley, Subway, and the Sampsons presenting that program for us. And then the George Kell Motor Company Player of the Game.
And offense back on the field at the 25-yard line after the Osceola timeout. Jerry Ellis will be your running back. Cash Forrester, the quarterback, in shotgun. Little toss out to Jerry. Get a block. Well, played well. Jake Wright did a pretty good job out here, but there's a couple other guys got through there and got some penetration and really no gain on the play, maybe a half a yard. Hound player down out there. Doesn't look, hopefully not serious, but that's Jerry Ellis. Zach Hoyt out there to check on him.
You know, Osceola's done a pretty good job of, slowing down this Newport offense, really. I mean, we got the 98-yard play, and had a pretty good little drive, but haven't rushed the football for a lot of yards this half.
Not at all. Hopefully Jerry's going to be okay. Zach setting him up, and hopefully he's going to get up and walk off under his own power.
Greyhound boosters include the Sam Nicholson Farms, supporting Greyhound athletics for over 4 generations, and more on the way, the Nicholson Family Farms. He's all right. He's up slowly. Glass Plus, located at 1110 Highway 367 North, handles residential, commercial, and automotive glass. We do mirrors, screens, prints, picture framing, and auto glass repair and replacement. Give us a call at 523-3505. And Mark Manning, Shelter Insurance, Auto, Home Life, and Business Renters. We're your shield, we're your shelter, located at 1400 Malcolm Avenue, 523-6514.
Jerry off, but I think he's going to be okay, hopefully. Bobby T in there, and Bobby T gets the handoff straight ahead.
Put it on the ground.
And fumble is recovered by Newport, apparently. No, Osceola saying they've got it, and you don't want to let them back in the game this late in the first half here. We bobble and turn it over. 1st and 10 Osceola at the Newport 27. Come on, defense. Stand your ground, and Newport should get it to start the second half. Was at least hoping we could run the clock out there, but no such luck. Just got to put it up to our defense now.
Yeah, these Seminoles just keep battling you. Give them a couple of breaks, and they're still right here in this football game.
Going right. Boyd gets a good block, and he's going to have an excellent gain. And plus, he stops the clock on top of that. We
finally
do have a flag, 2 flags on. One of them's got a yellow one of them's got a pink one. And normally that's going to be an illegal block of some type.
Well, they've been holding on the edge all night long. Let's see if they call this one.
Yep.
Finally.
Holding against Osceola. That'll be a 10-yard mark off, and a critical penalty after an excellent gain by Osceola.
Well, these guys are not going to get the edge on us unless Osceola holds us. I mean, our defense is just designed for those guys to get out there and hold on to the edge, to save the edge, to set the edge. And what I mean by that is you get out there and you make sure that nobody gets around you. Well, you can't get out there if they're holding you. You can't get to where you can't get to the edge.
You can't do anything.
You can't do anything, and they've been holding us all night long.
Ball spotted back at the 34-yard line. He's first down and about 20. Excuse me, at the 39. Right straight back. Throws it out in the flat, and boy, played well out there by number 24, O'Shea Pruitt. Good coverage in the secondary. The quarterback had some time, but he couldn't find anybody open.
Good job of blocking, pass blocking by the offensive line, but great coverage by the Hound secondary and linebackers.
And he couldn't find anybody open, and the guy he threw it to wasn't open either. So you can't ask for anything better than that. 1:29 to go here in the first half. Hounds lead 14-0. Osceola has to get up around the 16-yard line. They're at the 39, so we'll call it 2nd and about 23. Send 2 receivers left, 2 right. 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback straight back. Back stays in there to protect. No chance to complete that one. Just well underthrown. That'll bring up 3rd down and long for Osceola. 3rd and 23. That Hound defense will maintain this pressure right here. You can stop them 2 downs here. If you go in 14-0, you feel pretty good getting that ball to start the second half. It's 14-7. It's anybody's game.
B&T Battery, Neil and Keith, the battery guys, located at 2400 Highway 367 North. Handle all types of batteries for your auto, boat, ATV, and golf carts. We do sales and service on golf carts, too. Come see the battery guys or give us a call at 523-2758.
Quarterback straight back. She's going to throw it deep. Just throws it up, and there's nobody. Well, yeah, Alberto Garcia's there. Excellent coverage by Alberto Garcia, and it'll be 4th and 23.
They throw a flag, surely to goodness. I mean,
did he go out of bounds or something?
I hope it was that more so than not interference.
The reason I say that, he threw it down right by the sideline, which may indicate he probably stepped out of bounds at that point.
Yes.
I hear Chris Driver down there saying the same thing, so I think that's what it is. Which, of course, makes him ineligible to catch the football.
They're trying to decide what to do. I think you bring it back to the...
That's what I think you do, yeah.
You bring it back to where it was 3rd down and long and
4th and long.
4th down and long, and, or maybe penalize them and have loss of down.
They're still talking about it. Now we're fixing to get a signal. Yeah, illegal touching or legal participation, whatever. He stepped out of bounds, bottom line.
Touching, yeah.
So
once you go out of bounds, you can't come back in. It makes it an illegal touch. So it's a 5-yard penalty. And is it loss of down or not loss of down? If they just mark off the penalty, I don't know why Newport doesn't get the option to turn that penalty down.
Yeah, you would turn it down.
Sure you would.
23 to 28. I mean, what difference does that make? But they're calling it 3rd down, so we'll assume it's 3rd down from the 44. They've got to get to the 16. 3rd and 28. They're just going to sling it up there more than likely. Quarterback straight back. Throws it across the middle. Nothing. Deshaun Anderson almost with his first career pick. He was the only guy there with a chance.
I like Deshaun. He's part of the front 4 right there, and they back him out on some extra coverage right there. 4th down and obviously a punting situation. These guys will punt it again. The Hounds will have a minute or so to see if they can do anything, see if they can get a return. Tyrell Fryer will go deep.
Yeah, you obviously watch for the fake with it being so close to the end of the first half. No guarantees. You would think they'd punt it, but you don't take that for granted here. Involved a 44-yard line, 4th and 28. Osceola's going to call a timeout. They're going to talk about this and decide if that's really what they want to do.
I don't know how much choice that you would have. I mean, you certainly, I'm thinking in my mind, I wouldn't want to go for it on 4th and 927.
Yeah.
And then say if you don't get it, that these guys could get the ball at the 45-yard line. I mean, my call, if you're Osceola, is to punt it and punt it out of bounds.
Right.
Punt it somewhere inside the 20-yard line and punt it out of bounds. Still don't know about the other call, the illegal touch.
Yeah, you would think that'd be loss of down.
Well, you would just think you would get an option.
Yeah,
say,
or at least, one or the other.
Yeah, don't take the 5-yard penalty and lose the down.
Yeah, because why would you take it if you had the option?
Yeah, the 5-yard penalty.
4th and 23 than 3rd and 28 any day.
Yeah, well, the 5-yard penalty is not nearly as important as the down.
Right, with that distance, yes, for sure. Osceola again lines up in punt formation. Jay Cricht will go deep. He's not likely going to touch this thing. We don't want to risk any type of turnover, even though Jay's pretty dependable.
Well, if he does touch it, he may run 90.
He could. Good snap. He will punt it. end over end punt, and we'll just stay away from that. Takes a Hound bounce, and we'll have it in pretty good field position at the 28, and only about a 16-yard punt there. Hounds with, you never know, could break one right here. I don't think since we get it to start the second half we'll do anything real fancy here, but you never know, you can break one when you have the type backs we do. We'll see who goes out there. Jerry Ellis is on the field. I think he's going to be out there. No, he's coming off. Jerry will come off, and I assume Bobby Smith will be in that backfield.
Jordan Hill had a lot of touches earlier. He may get the call, and I think he does.
First and 10, Newport.
Pistol.
Boy, tough running right there. Jordan Neal up to about the 39-yard line, gain of 11. First and 10, Newport. I think we're going to hurry up here and line up, see if we can break one. Playing fast. As soon as that official gets out of the way, we're going to snap it. There we go. Jordan, boy, played well by Osceola, and we may just let that clock run. Now, clock's at 45 and counting. The Hounds will call timeout, talk about this, and try to break one maybe.
I've seen it happen several times, especially it's Rivercrest on that when they had some speed on the edge. We just turn around and hand it off, and the guys come from outside. I mean, we're in a situation where the play has to develop at a quicker pace than what it develops. Or the guy on the outside who we're not blocking. I mean, we're not blocking that guy because he's so far away, but when the play is slow to develop, that guy has a great opportunity to make a tackle, and they did just there. So it'll be second down, and would like to get some points on the board, but more importantly, I'd like to go in at least 2 scores.
Exactly. You don't want to make a mistake here.
That's correct.
Especially getting the ball to start the second half. 44.1 seconds to go here in the first half. We lead 14-0. Be second down and about 11 from the 39.
Steve and Stacy Headley, the class of 1976, wishing the Newport Greyhounds the best of luck throughout the season and throughout the playoffs that are coming up here in just a couple of weeks.
Cash straight back. Going to throw it deep for Jay. Jay, a great job adjusting to the football, but just not enough space left on the football field to go get it. Good coverage by Osceola. Will be third down and 11. Hounds going for it there, buddy.
Yeah, trying to get points on the board. Don't blame them. It's kind of hard to run past somebody when they're in a prevent defense. Yeah. If you're playing a good prevent, you should never have anybody run past you.
Third down 11. 37.7 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
And Kratz drawing double coverage.
Yep.
Single coverage at the top of the screen.
And off inside. Jordan Neal past midfield to the 48, first and 10. See if the Hounds have any if you have any timeouts left. Or may just try to get it off quickly while the clock is stopped here. Get up there and get lined up quick. Clock is not started yet. Chain's not set still. And we get it off pretty much immediately. Running back bounces off, and he'll be up to about the 44-yard line. And be second down from that point. We're going to call a timeout. Coach Bradley indicates he wants a timeout. 18.9 seconds to go. Be second down and 7 for Newport. Ball at the 44 of Osceola.
I don't think they gave us timeout quick enough. We 23 seconds and we're asking for the timeout.
Coach Bradley, I saw him asking for the timeout, and again, it was not given immediately, I don't think.
But anyway, we've got 18.9 and second down. We're in their territory. We're down to the 44-yard line.
See if fans might try to throw it up to Clyde again, but as you mentioned earlier, double coverage, it's going to be a lot harder to do that. It's not that one-on-one matchup where the best athlete wins. When it's 2-on-1, it's a little more difficult.
Yeah, it is more difficult, and it's generally impossible to. You might run past the first guy, but you're not going to run past 2 of them, especially, in a prevent secondary, and that's what they're in.
Jerry Ellis out there back in the game. Good to see Jerry back. Get him in a little space right here. And he will line up at a receiver position. We may throw it to Jerry here.
Right now has single coverage at the bottom of the screen.
Couple of options there. Great Well, just a great pass rush, and Osceola's going to get the football, but they'll have time to throw it up a couple of times. Just great pass rush by the Seminoles, and they get the ball back. First and 10 at their own 49, 14 and a half seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, you just back up.
Yeah, Tyrell, back up a little more.
Just back up. You do not get beat on a play right here.
Right.
You do not get beat.
Garcia will line up in the secondary. Tyrell, TK, Jay Cright. Again, down and distance irrelevant right here. 14 and a half seconds to go in the first half, the main stat here.
Back up, guy.
They're going to in trouble, throws it across the middle.
Wow.
And that's a little scary when it tips up and they've got a guy behind us because our guys are coming to intercept it. So.
I thought the guy was going to catch the score.
Yeah, it's one of those freak things where our guys are playing it perfectly, but they go up there trying to make a pick, and their guys is right there to catch it if it goes a couple of yards further. Second and 10, again, down and distance irrelevant. 7.9 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball at the 49-yard line. Osceola, 51 yards to go. In Tyrell back deep. Alberto. O'Shea. Quarterback straight back, throws it out to the sideline. And played well by the Hounds and keep that clock running. And if they're out in the timeouts, that's going to be the end of the first half with your score. Newport 14, Osceola 0.
Randy Klepecki with some halftime statistics with the Hounds leading 14-0.
Thanks, David. Stats courtesy of Austin Lane. Looking at total offense, Newport 232. Of course, 98 comes on the pass play from Cash Forrester to Jay Cright. Osceola, total offense 148. Looking at some time of possession, Osceola leads 18:58 to 13:01. Individual stats, Jerry Ellis, 7 carries for 141. 7 carries for 41. Jordan Neal, 4 carries for 29. Bobby T. Smith, 7 carries for 11. Passing, Cash Forrester with an excellent percentage, 5 out of 7 for 151 yards and a touchdown. Jay Cright, 2 catches for 121. O'Shea Pruitt, 2 for 35. Jerry Ellis, 1 for a -5. Looking at some tackles, Julius Clark with 3.5 tackles. 4 tackles each for O'Shea Pruitt and Tyrell Fryer. And those are some of your first half stats, again, courtesy of Austin Lane.
Well, you get 200-something yards. I mean, I don't care how you get them. I mean, you're on track, obviously, to get, almost 500.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yes, sir. But, boy, the big thing when the Hounds didn't score down there a while ago, but also one of the big things when the Hounds held them early in the game.
Huge.
On a 4th down play.
Really looking back now, it's really huge.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, absolutely. And, hey, this is a pretty good football team. I mean, they don't throw it as well as probably what they need to do, but, they're very capable of throwing it, catching it, and running for a touchdown.
Absolutely.
So, Randy, what about the second half here? What we got to do to hang on? What we got to do to make it a little better lead?
Like we talking about before the game, I think we need to establish something early right here because the longer you ever let a team hanging around that's a little lower rated than the more they think they can win it. So we need to go score on this first drive, and we're definitely all right then. Otherwise, we may have a battle for the rest of the game.
Second half action with my tag team partner, Randy C.
Soccer style, nice kick. Fielded at the 16. Ellis, 20. Jerry Ellis still on his feet. Excellent return to the 43, a 27-yard return, and the Hounds are in outstanding field position.
Well, the Hounds need to really take possession and just take charge of this football game right here. It's a huge possession in a football game. A touchdown here takes a little bit of the pressure off, takes a little bit of that edge off, that tension that you have. So, and again, you go into halftime and coaches offensively talk about this and what we got to do to get this touchdown. The defensive guys say, we've got to hold them to 3 and out and get pretty good field position. But a pretty good start here on the kickoff return.
Jordan Neal straight ahead. Jordan, tough running. Jordan Neal, boy, he runs hard. Inside 50, just inside the 50 to the 49-yard line. Gain of 8, tough yards by Jordan Neal.
Yeah, well, that's an excellent run by Jordan. Pretty good blocking up front by Deshaun Anderson and big Jarrell Hardiman.
7-yard gain.
Bubba Driver, the center, and Tyler Linville on the right side.
Jordan Neal showed us a lot late in the second quarter there, and he's getting the start here.
Alex Emery at the right tackle.
Jordan Neal, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, inside the 10, near the 7-yard line. Jordan Neal with a big run, and Hounds have it 1st and goal.
Well, he's just straight up the middle, and he's nothing but just busting guts, and I'm talking about he's hitting it hard, head down, and heading towards the end zone.
You're talking about somebody running straight, man. He runs straight.
1st and goal.
If you're in his way, you better get out of the way. 1st and goal. They're going to spot it back at the 10. I thought we had it at the 7, but
yeah, where did we get the 10?
I don't know.
How did they get the 10?
I don't know. They clearly had the 7. There's nobody close enough to even know otherwise because the officials were way back here, but we'll take it. Jordan will have it close to the 8. Not much there. A gain of 2, 2nd and goal from the 8.
Stick to your knitting here, Coach, and let's punch this thing in there.
Last time we had it in the red zone, unable to convert. We need to do it this time, guys. 10:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hounds lead 14-0 and threatening. I want to go ahead and get it here, but if you don't, do you give Rolando Noguez his first field goal attempt, depending on where you're at in the down and distance.
We're going to score right here.
O'Shea in motion. Ooh, boy, that was a tough one to get. O'Shea was the intended receiver, but great coverage by Osceola, and Cash tried to get over his head and did a good job of getting it out there near O'Shea, but really a tough throw to make.
Well, yeah, we missed a block in the interior there, and the tremendous pressure, and then pressure was on Cash, and when you elect to try to throw the football right there, if everything doesn't work perfectly, you end up with 3rd and long. So now we have 3rd down, maybe a passing situation, maybe a good time to run the football. Jordan Neal's done a pretty good job last 4 or 5 times he's touched it.
Take a Jordan Neal 8-yard touchdown run right up the gut. There he goes, Jordan. Jordan Neal touchdown. That's what we called for, and that's what we got. Big touchdown for the Hounds.
Well, you switch some things up to try to keep those guys off balance, and Jordan Neal again. And when you elect to throw the football like John did, like Coach Bradley did on that, it loosens those guys up to where they have to honor that pass. It makes those linebackers respect that pass a little bit more. Those guys out there on the edge have to get out there, spread out a little bit more. It widens the field, wide open up the middle. Great call on that offensive series by John Bradley.
Xavier Foster to snap, Jay Cright to hold, Rolando Noguez trying to remain perfect for the night. Ball down. Kick up in the air, looks good, and it is good. And with 10:06 to go in the 3rd quarter, Hounds lead by 3 scores, 21-0.
And here's what I have to say. Whew, that takes a little pressure off.
A lot of relief, yeah. And I was getting concerned when we got kind of slowed down there inside the 10 there. I was worried that maybe we weren't going to get it again, but a big touchdown for the Hounds.
Just a reminder.
Construction of the White River Medical Center Medical Complex, Newport, still on schedule to be completed, any day now. Upon completion, the complex will provide residents of Jackson County with access to an urgent care, cardiac rehabilitation, a large pain management clinic, a larger space for visiting specialists to see patients, and a freshly renovated Newport Diagnostic Medical Clinic. Also in the facility will be Attention Medical Supply and Norman Baker Pharmacy. And for updates on the construction and when they're going to have their grand openings and so on and so forth, you can visit White River Health Systems on Facebook. Randy C., a little relief there, 21-0, 10:06 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Hounds did just exactly what they needed to do to open the second half.
Exactly what we wanted them to do. You can breathe now. With 2 scores, anything can happen. 3, it's going to require a lot more to happen. So Jerry Ellis to kick off for Newport. Again, typically just a low kick across the ground. That's what he does. And be fielded at the 21. Return to the left side, and boy, played well. A good tackle out there. That's 21.
Julius Clark.
Julius Clark with the tackle there, and boy, an excellent tackle. He was kind of one-on-one right there, and he brings him down, and otherwise it could be a pretty big return. So field position at the 34-yard line for Osceola. 10:01 to go in the 3rd quarter. We lead 21-0.
Visiting with my good friend Dwayne Smith, who's associated with Farmers Ore Corporation, and down there at halftime we were talking about the big tank, Randy Courier, who's the manager down there. And hey, what a great guy. And go down there and let those guys feel your car or your truck up with gasoline. You don't even have to get out of your car. And remember, propane, it's that time of year. But go down there more importantly and visit with Dwayne Benny and the tank.
Boy, just an excellent job. Kobe McCoy, maybe they get another hold in there on Osceola. You were seeing him the whole first half, and now we may get our second holding call against them. Still not the indication, but where it was thrown, that's typically what it is. Holding against Osceola, be a 10-yard mark off. Make it first and long. They'll put it back to about the 23-yard line. They got to get to the 44. It's going to be first and 21 for the Seminoles.
Lou Allen and Company, Lou Allen Family and Company for accounting services and tax preparation and planning, management consulting services and payroll, representing 3 generations of Greyhounds, located at 407 Walnut Street. Call them at 523-6764. These guys do a marvelous job of doing taxes. They do ours, and ours are difficult to do.
Second and 21.
We don't keep up real well.
Handoff going left. Excellent job by the Hound defense. Looked like he may have been held, but he got off that block, and excellent job. Jake Wright, number 5, on the tackle. Gonna bring up another long yardage situation for the Seminoles. They've got to get to the 44. They're at the 24, so second down and 29-28 to go here in the third quarter, and the Hounds up by 3 scores. Just don't want to give up anything big here. If they do score, you want them to burn a lot of clock doing it. Hound defense playing well. I send one receiver left and one right.
They're going to throw that rock.
They handed off up the middle and played well by the interior of that Hound defense. Nothing there up to the 25-yard line. Brings up third down and 19.
Julius Pruitt, 32, in on the tackle. Yeah. Linebackers, he and O'Shea Pruitt.
Yep.
TK and Jay at the cornerback, and Tydrell at the free safety. Garcia at one of the outside linebackers, Jordan Neal at the other. McCoy, Hardiman, Anderson, and Samaniego up front.
Quarterback straight back. There comes the heat. He's in trouble, Deshaun Anderson, and big Durrell. Durrell won't let him go. A big sack back at the 13-yard line. Fourth down and forever for Osceola.
Boy, a lot of heat coming from our 4, and Durrell grabbed him by the jersey, and he wasn't going to let go.
He was not getting loose from Durrell unless he had a tearaway jersey was the only way they would ever get away on that one.
And Coach Ronnie Brown used to say, he won't let go.
Fourth down and 30.
Hounds should get great field position here.
Tydrell deep at the Osceola 46. The punter has not done so great so far, just very medium range at best punts. Good snap. Not a long punt. Takes a Hound bounce. And just kind of bounces sideways. Hounds will have it in outstanding field position at the Osceola 39. 7:27 to go in the third quarter. We lead 21-0.
John Miner Jr. Crop Insurance. Give John Miner Jr. the call at 501-207-3323. Give Deborah a call at the office, 523-8909. If you've got some questions about crop insurance, give these guys a call. Give her a call, Deborah, at the office, or John Jr. on his cell phone. Doyle Farms, Doyle Family Farms. Talk more about them in just a moment.
First and 10 at the Osceola 39. Cash straight handoff. Jerry, 35. Jerry Ellis, 30. Jerry Ellis, 25. Runs right over a man. Jerry Ellis to the 12-yard line. Ran slap over the defender there.
And again, Jay Kratt with a tremendous block out here at his wide receiver position. Doyle Family Farms, saluting the Newport Greyhounds. The Doyle family extremely involved in our Greyhound program from Pee Wee all the way to the senior high Hounds. Go Hounds from the Doyle Family Farms.
Sam the Man Doyle, number 5, the next Doyle football player. First and 10 for Newport at the 12. Handoff. Jerry Ellis, easy touchdown. 12-yard Hounds lead 27-0.
A real late flag, probably for a hit out of bounds, I would assume.
Yeah, I think so. I saw it, yeah. Didn't know whether they were going to throw it or not, but I definitely did see a late hit. And Jerry did a good job of not getting up and retaliating.
He just did a backward roll and hopped right back up and said, good play, I scored.
If they'll allow us to mark that on the kickoff, that's what we would want to do. I don't know. Hopefully that's the way we can take it. Rolando on the field, trying to make it 4 for 4.
Will be on the kickoff.
Yeah.
The penalty will be.
Unsportsmanlike against the guys in purple. Foster, Wright, Noguez. 4 for 4. Hounds lead 28-0 with 7:02 to go in the third quarter.
Churchman Building Center, Ace Hardware. We're more than just a building center. We've got paint, carpet, Carhartt clothing to go along with everything you need for your building project. From minor repairs to major renovations, think Ace is the place on Highway 367 North Newport, the Churchman family. Iberia Bank, located at 200 Olivia Drive here in Newport, offering all types of banking services. Billy Keating and the crew say good luck to all the coaches in the Newport Greyhounds from Iberia Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Their phone number is 523-3611. And Howard's Glass Company, Rick Bias, carrying on the tradition of Howard Bias, quality glass door and window needs, fast, friendly, affordable service. We get the job done very quickly for you at Howard's Glass, Highway 367 North Newport, 523-3771. And the McGoy Family Farms, proud to be a part of the great Greyhound tradition. You know, Ryan McGoy has moved home, graduated from college, University of Arkansas, and been involved with the farm for the last several years. He's teamed up with Mom and Dad to salute the 2016 Newport Greyhounds. And Purdy's Flowers and Gifts, 815 Malcolm, John, and Sheridan Chadwell. Gifts and beautiful flowers for all occasions, including birthdays, weddings, holidays, baby showers, housewarming gifts, and other special occasions. Purdy's, a Newport tradition just like Greyhound football.
TK to kick off for Newport. Got Bobby Smith, Tyler Calamise, Alberto Garcia, Jake Wright, Devontae McCoy, James Dixon, Tyrell Fryer, like Julius Clark over there, number 21. Garrett Body, I think. And also number 32 on that kickoff team, Julius Pruitt. I think I got them all. Let's go, TK. Again, kicking from the Osceola 45 after the unsportsmanlike. Fielded at the 6, 15. He'll return it to about the 27-yard line. Osceola will have it 1st and 10 at their own 27. Again, 6:54 to go in the third quarter. We lead 28-0.
Tell me about my good friend and your brother, Dan Klepeczka. How's he doing?
He's battling, taking his treatments, and had some success here lately. I think they changed to a different drug, and it's been pretty successful. So everybody continue your prayers and thoughts for Dan, and hopefully we'll have him full time next year.
Yes, sir. He will be back. Yeah, we got some filming to do.
Got some work to do, yeah.
He worked earlier this year, and bless his heart, he wants to be here every night.
Yeah.
It's just too much on him. He says Friday's the real tough day after the chemo treatment. He said he just can't be alone, but I do know that he watches, and my friend, we're thinking about you, love you, and we miss you.
Right. I text him every score. I've been texting him, and he's happy about the score of this game, 28-0. Oh, was that Big Durrell? It had to be. Nothing there. 15-yard line, 25-yard line, loss of about 1 or 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, that was Big Durrell. I heard him from here.
I saw him from here. I mean, it was Pee Wee days when he was so dominant. 2nd and 12 from the 25. 6:25 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds really dominating now, 28-0 after only a 14-0 halftime lead. Back with the 3-back set for Osceola. Quarterback fakes and then rolls left. Gonna throw it deep. Boy, great coverage behind it. I guess Osceola caught it. They did. But we had some great coverage down there batting it around. The Osceola guy just concentrated and stayed with it and was able to make a catch on the ground at the 47 of Newport.
Yeah, we tipped it. And it's just one of those things where you don't have a clue. You're just trying to tip it to make it incomplete. And it just happened to go direction of their receiver. So pretty good play for those guys. 1st down and 10, ball down to the 47-yard line. in Newport territory.
1st and 10 from that point. And 3-back look for Osceola. Handoff going right. Played very well by Jordan Neal. But a little seam, and the running back was able to get through there and get a nice gain up to about the 37-yard line. Looks like he'll have a very, very close to another first down for Osceola. Going to be just short to be second and about a half a yard to go probably. Osceola with a couple of very successful plays right in a row, moving the football at the Newport 38.
5:15 to play in the quarter. 28-0 in favor of the Greyhounds.
And off inside, played well by the Hounds, but should be enough for a first down. They needed less than one to get the first down, and I think they will probably have it. Still not an indication yet. Maybe not. They're going to have to bring the chains in and measure this. No, they're going to go ahead and give it to him. First down, Osceola at the Newport 37-yard line. 5:03 to go in the third quarter. Hounds lead 28-0. Osceola with a nice little drive going here. 3 consecutive first downs after big pass play and then 2 running first downs. All right, throws it out here. TK holds on and brings him down. TK to Kalen Fryer with the coverage, pretty good coverage. They'll gain 7, but it could have been a lot bigger than that if he wouldn't have held on and made the play.
Folks, don't know if you do Facebook or not, but if you do and you can get on Facebook, I'd like for you to get on and look at a post that Janet Hagewood made today. Tim and Janet and their daughter Allison just had a grandbaby, Henley Jane, who was born prematurely, 1 pound and 15 ounces, and in the Baptist Memphis Center. I'll talk more about it momentarily.
And out to the right side, big Deshaun Anderson with a big hit there. Deshaun couldn't have played that any better. Big hit by Deshaun.
But if you get a chance, you read the post, and you can call me tomorrow, or today as you're watching it Saturday morning, you can call me at 523. Excuse me, make it 512-8427. I've got a little plan. We need a little help. Just give me a little call if you're interested. Thoughts and prayers with that family.
3rd down and 4, Osceola. I formation. Little tall sweep to the left. Good pursuit by the Hounds. James Dixon again with a big catch from behind, and a big play by the defense makes it 4th down.
Great lateral pursuit from Dixon that time. Kratt plus someone else. 3 people were there, but you could certainly see number 10 busting his rear end to get there to set up a 4th down and short, 4th down and 4 or 5.
Let's go Hound defense. We'll call it 4th down and 5 from the 32. Got to get right at the 27-yard line. Three-back set for Osceola. He drops the football. The running back picks it up, and he will be stopped short of a, well, finally he's tackled. I was worried there for a minute, but he was tackled, and the ball turns over on downs to your Newport Greyhounds. Great job, defense.
Well, you know, the Hound defense have several shutouts on the course of the year, and these guys have been spectacular. And even again in the Rivercrest game last week, we gave up 24 points, you know, defensive. But let me tell you what, you know, you take away a couple of plays, and we're right there at that near that shutout margin. And by the way, Rivercrest was beating
Manila
27-0.
Yeah, I think Manila may have had 6 the last time I looked, like 27-6, I think. So looks like Rivercrest is on their way to getting that number 1 seed. Hopefully a co-championship between Newport and Rivercrest. And of course, they would get the top seed because of the head-to-head defeat of Newport. Still a week to play after this one. We'll see. That's the way it's lining up right now. Jerry Ellis, a little toss from Cash. Good pursuit by Osceola. They've got about 4 guys pursuing, and Jerry didn't have a chance. Be at the 27-yard line. He'll lose about 3 on the play, 2nd and 13.
Just a little toss sweep this side. Osceola sniffed that thing out very well. Hounds will lose about 3. 2:17 clock moving third quarter. 28-0 in favor of the Hounds.
Jerry out, Jordan Neal back in the game. Jordan Neal's had an excellent late second quarter, early third quarter. See if he can tote that rock here. Jordan running hard, pushing the pile forward past the 35-yard line. We'll call it the 36. Makes it a manageable situation after that gain of 8. Flag on the play.
By the official on this side.
Like it may go against the offense. Still no indication, but there's some pretty long discussions, this crew.
Well, they want to make sure that they get it right. But he had it right, now he's got to think about it.
Darn around again. Personal foul, Osceola. Be a 15-yard penalty.
Face mask or targeting to the side of the head.
Yeah, I think that's what he indicated, yeah. Hit to the head there, but it takes it up to midfield, be 1st and 10 Newport from that point. Cash brings the play in from Coach Bradley. Garrett Body and Calamese go right. Jay Cright left.
Cright at the bottom of the screen. One-on-one coverage. Hounds
Jerry Ellis.
On Jerry.
Jerry will be slung down in the backfield. Not much there. Maybe get him 5. No, loss of about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 13 back near the 47. 1:20 to go here in the third quarter. Hounds with a 14-0 third quarter lead the game 28-0, and feeling pretty comfortable right now, but you want to keep playing hard and maintain that edge. Ball at the 47 again. They have to get to the Osceola 40, so 2nd and 13. Jerry Ellis, the running back.
1 minute to play third quarter.
And he gets Osceola to jump off sides. That'll get 5 of that back, make it 2nd down and 8.
Now Bubba went back because he got hit, but he had the football in his hand, so he had it securely, firmly held. He got popped. It's not fun. I guarantee you.
No.
That offside play not fun when you get hit like that. Bubba saying, let's run it on down.
Getting a 5-yard penalty up to the 48 of Osceola.
Zane Watkins in at the left tackle.
Cash straight back. Gonna throw it deep. Has a man down there. Caught inside the 10.
Body.
I think it's Garrett Body. We'll see.
What a pass from Cash Forrester. He was under some heat.
Yeah, Garrett Body.
Garrett Body with the reception. That'll give that young man some confidence. Well, the Hounds getting several guys in this receiving game, and that's going to make this team a lot better, a lot more threats. Ball inside the 10 at the 6, be 1st and goal. Jordan Neal in the game at the running back position.
Cash throws that football a lot like his daddy did when his daddy played. They were both right-handed.
Okay. 1st and goal. Jordan Neal should get this, and he does. And Jordan Neal pushing the pile forward into the end zone. Touchdown Newport. Jordan Neal with a 6-yard run. Newport 34, Osceola 0.
Clock continues.
They're letting that clock run.
Yeah, we'll let it run on down if you want to, but that's okay. 34-0. We need an extra point right here to
sportsmanship timing.
Yes, sir. Hounds obviously have controlled the third quarter here.
Foster, Cright, Noguez looks good, and it is good, and we have sportsmanship timing with 13.6 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Issues with chronic pain management is now being offered at the Newport Diagnostic Medical Clinic. Dr. Galopoli, international pain management physician, is available to conduct procedures and offer supervised medication regimens for patients experiencing chronic pain. He's taking appointments by physician referral. Call 870-262-6155 to find out how to schedule an appointment. For pain management, White River Health Systems is the care you need when and where you need it. Pain management. Done business with those folks. They managed my pain very, very well.
They managed it. One excellent third quarter, David Black. I mean, we were concerned after the first half that Osceola was hanging around, but the Hounds have answered the bell here in the third quarter, and they've really put this game away.
Well, when you come out and you're up 14-0, and then you take your opening drive of the half, and it's what you talk about at halftime. The coach said, guys, we've got to take this drive, we've got to take the ball, we've got to drive it down the field, we've got to get points on the board. And then it just has snowballed against Osceola since that point. Jordan Neal just has been outstanding running the football here, like you say, late in the second quarter and all the way here in the third quarter. George's one of those guys that hadn't gotten a lot of touches the last couple of weeks running the ball.
No, but
fresh.
Boy, he runs hard. TK Fryer with a kick just across the ground, fielded at the 32, 40. He brought down about the, well, he's still on his feet. Well, young man's running hard. Give that young man an A for effort. He'll be brought down about the 42-yard line, but what a great effort by him. 2.6 seconds to go in the third quarter, and then the clock's going to run continuously.
I think it'll run as soon as they spot it, even though they normally wouldn't do that.
Yeah, they spin it. Well, they're supposed to spin it, and there it goes. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter with your score. Newport 35, Osceola 0.
Well, we thought coming over that the Hounds would have some success offensively, and they have just that. Defensively, the Hounds pitching another shutout. Just been phenomenal how well this defensive side of the football has played all year long, Randy.
No doubt. 24 last week, the most they've allowed. 20 that first week against Gosnell, but in between, not much. And, I think I hadn't done the figures, but according to Hootensville, allowing 10 points a game, and I think that's number one according to them in 3A. So an outstanding defensive effort again tonight.
Hounds will move to 7-2.
Again, the Manila Lions. I guess it's the first time we've ever played Manila.
Yeah, Manila just haven't had a football program, but for, I don't know, 15 years maybe?
Yeah, probably not even that long.
Yeah,
is Jerry Castor still there?
I think so,
Jerry Castor, former offensive lineman at Arkansas State back in the late 70s. A long time ago when I was in school over there, and he's doing a great job. Tough, hard-nosed man, played under Bull Davidson, some of those tough guys. And, he's got a good, tough football program right there, and they'll be all we can handle.
I like how you talk about how long ago it was the late 70s when you were in school over there, and I was already out of school by that time.
Well, it doesn't seem like that long ago, but it's been there.
Yes,
Again, the clock is running. Stop for scores and timeouts, and that's about it, I think. Toss to the right. 32. Good job, good pursuit by the Hound defense. TK Fryer over there, number 4. He's played a great football game tonight, including an interception. And gain on the play. Nice gain up to about the 47, 48-yard line. We'll call it 2nd down and 4.
Well, it's funny how time has changed things. Newport and Osceola used to get together. It would be a packed house. There'd be several thousand people here. Newport brings a couple of hundred folks over, a pretty good crowd by the Greyhounds, and I would say less than 200 for the whole night for Osceola.
And run to the right side. He'll be run out of bounds right at midfield. Be 3rd down and 2. Again, midfield. Running out of bounds doesn't mean anything in regard to the clock. It keeps running. 3rd down and 2 for Osceola.
Sam's Diner, located at the bright yellow building down on 2nd Street. Plate lunches every day. That's as good a plate lunch as you can get anywhere in the world. White River Area Agency on Aging, located at 1200 Highway 367 North. If you need to get some help with some assisted living and affordable housing, give these folks a call at 523-4982. White River Area Agency on Aging.
Toss to the left on 3rd and 2, and he'll be short of a 1st down. Deshaun Anderson taking him down the line there. And Nodding, allowing him to get the first down. Excuse me, that was actually O'Shea Pruitt. Deshaun around the play as well. 4th down and 2, Osceola. Would expect them to go for it in this situation. 10 minutes and counting with the clock running here in the 4th quarter. Hounds lead 35-0. Sportsmanship timing in effect.
You get a chance to go to the internet or on Facebook, check out Good News Outdoors. Go do it, folks. Punch it in your computer right now. Good News Outdoors, whether it's on Facebook or on the web. Tell me if you like it.
Quarterback sneaks straight ahead, and he's not going to get it. Big Darrell, Deshaun, that interior defensive line will stop him short of a first down. Hound offense will be on the field again and a chance to run some clock here. 9:28. They got the clock stopped, and I don't know that it's supposed to be stopped. Hounds will get it right at midfield. They tried to run a quarterback sneak, and very difficult to do against that interior of Newport.
Solid defensive effort and another 4th down stop. I do not remember ever in the history that I've covered these Hounds, and I've been doing this for 34 years, where our defense has had as many 4th down stops as what this bunch has had. It is incredible, the number. I don't know what that number is, but I know this. It's more than a handful.
It's a lot. Defense plays hard every down. Jerry Ellis, nothing there, and we'll have a late flag in there from the referee about 10 yards behind the play. We'll see what that is. Could be a hold. Right into the middle of the pile. Yeah, it'll be holding against Newport. That'll be a 10-yard mark off back to the 40-yard line. Be first down and right at 20 for Newport from the 40. 8:40, clock counting. Be again, 1st and 20 at the 40-yard line.
Game brought to you by Farmers Oil Corporation, by Robert Turner, financial advisor for Edward Jones, by NEDC, the Newport Economic Development Commission, by Dr. Gavin McDowell, customized vision care, by Farmers Tire Mart, Norman Baker Pharmacy, the new location coming up out at the new complex, and City of Newport, Newport Recycling Center.
Jake Wright left, Alberto Garcia right. I think that's Bobby Smith in the backfield. Cash taking his time. 25 seconds, like not even running. Bobby T. Forward for nearly 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 45. We'll give him 5. 2nd and 15 for Newport.
George Kell Motor Company player of the game, Subway and the Walmart Super Center. Coaches show immediately following the conclusion of the broadcast. Enjoyed being back with my tag team partner, Randy C.
Enjoyed it. Ryan Prince be back next week, and I'll be back in the stands cheering for those Greyhounds. 2nd and 15. Again, Cash letting that clock run. 25-second clock at 4. Bobby T. Not much there, but again, that's just fine. Running that clock. He may get, well, he gets nothing. Be 3rd and 15 from the 45-yard line. Clock's at 7:08 and counting. Again, the Hounds at home next week. Encourage all you fans to come out and watch this football team. It's a very good football team. Be 7-2 after this game, and again, positioning themselves for hopefully a playoff run starting in a couple of weeks. Should be a home game in 2 weeks. We'll keep you informed of the brackets in the future. Pass out to Alberto. Alberto 50. Alberto Garcia 45. He'll be short of a first down, but a nice gain of nearly 10 for Alberto.
Quavion Harris got a great block. They're going to get him for holding, but let me tell you what, it was an outstanding block by Quavion. Appreciate his effort. Our wide receivers have just been, I mean, superb tonight on blocking on the outside.
They'll mark it back 10 yards. They'll put it back, looks like, at the 35-yard line. So be 3rd down and 25 for Newport from that point. But again, we're not that worried about that. We're wanting that clock to run, and that clock is now inside 6 minutes in the ball game.
El Puente Restaurant, Highway 367 North, proud of the Newport Greyhounds, as is Bratcher Real Estate in their new location on Malcolm Avenue. Unity Health, Harris Medical Center, the Jackson's Funeral Home, care and comfort in your family's time of need, the Jackson's Funeral Home.
3rd down and 25 from the 35. Bobby Smith, give him 3 up to the 43-yard line, and or 38-yard line, and the Hounds will have their first punt of the afternoon. Aaron Hill has not had a busy night tonight, but he'll get a chance here. Aaron's done a good job this year kicking the football. He'll set up shop at his own 25-yard line. Clock's down to 5:10 and counting. Good snap. Aaron with the kick. Gets it off. Sideways bounce. Be down at the 32-yard line. So about a 33-yard punt for Aaron, and Osceola will have it 1st and 10 there.
Dr. Jeff Angel, orthopedic surgeon and Merchants and Planners Bank, helps bringing you the broadcast. Lindley Health and Rehab Center and the Sonic Drive-In. George Kell Motor Company, 45 years plus experience in their beautiful new location at 3808 South Van Dyke Road. Chevrolet Buick GMC, lead sponsor on our Remember When program. We've got a dandy coming up this time. We'll salute some veterans. We filmed a Veterans Memorial Service in 1997, and I recaptured that video. We're going to play that thing back. Remember When on Cable 15 TV. And folks, please remember that you can watch all of our programs on cable15tv.com or on Facebook.
Hand off the right side, nothing there. It'll be a loss on the play. I think that's James Dixon again. Boy, he's had a good game tonight. We spotted him early in the game and called his name several times since then. Good job, James Dixon, number 10.
Clock moving, 35-0 Hounds.
2nd down and 12. Three-back set for the Seminoles. Toss left. Gets around the corner, gets maybe a few yards, but who's there but James Dixon, David Black? What a game by James.
Yeah, and they tried to hold him again, and they wouldn't let him. He wouldn't let them hold him. James Dixon has been outstanding tonight defensively.
No doubt, and you see his teammates recognize that. Patting him on the shoulders, 32 Julius Pruitt and a couple other guys recognizing James' effort tonight. Been outstanding. Be 3rd down. 3rd down and about 7. Clock's inside 3 minutes and counting at 2:51. Again, we've had a 3rd quarter of sportsmanship timing, making this game in pretty quickly. An hour and 45-minute drive back home. It's always enjoyable when you win.
Yes, sir, it is.
We're going to have a timeout on the field, and that will stop the clock. That's one of the few places that the clock does stop. Timeout, Osceola. Tried to get the Hounds to jump, and they didn't. 2:30 to go in the ballgame.
You need a home mortgage? Kenny Thaxton, the Bank of England out there at the Village Mall. Go by and visit Kenny. I know our families, we've had the opportunity to do several loans with Kenny. Kenny Black's done one, Jace Black, maybe Ken Black. I have. We do a little business with the Bank of England when it comes to home mortgage lending. Kenny Thaxton in the Newport Village Mall. Hounds will be back at home, Randy. We talk about against Manila, who's taking it on the chin tonight from Rivercrest the last we heard.
Yeah, Manila Lions, and in following that, the Hounds definitely in the playoffs now, and almost certainly has a home game. Got 54 Connor Prince in the game for Newport. Luke Salmonego out. Boy, Luke with that high motor all the time. Another good game by him. Good to see Connor Prince getting some action. That right defensive end position. Three-back set for the Seminoles. Quarterback's just going to throw it up deep. Played well by Tekalen with his 2nd interception. Don't clip, guys. Tekalen Fryer, 35, 40, 45. Tekalen Fryer brought down at the 49-yard line. Tekalen Fryer with his 2nd interception of the game, and the Hounds can now run the clock out, you would think. It does not stop. We're 2 minutes and counting. Hounds will have to run a play, and that's about it, 1 or 2 plays.
Well, on the road after a tough loss last week to Rivercrest, the Hounds obviously playing a football team not quite as good as Rivercrest, but I do know this. It's a quality football team that just hadn't had an opportunity to put things together, and they're a young football team. They got a lot of guys hurt. But anytime you could come on the road to Osceola and have a 35-0 lead with 1.5 minutes to go, I think you've played pretty well.
Good effort. This is an Osceola team that did defeat Walnut Ridge 21-6 earlier in the season. We know Walnut Ridge got a pretty good football team. Bobby T holding on to that football up to about the 47-yard line. Clock's at 1:15 and counting.
Spencer Murphy in the football game as a split receiver.
Number 9, I think that's Zaywin Smith maybe, number 9.
It is. Devontae McCoy, 13, Quavion Harris at the tight end.
Here's a flag on the play. It'll be an illegal substitution, I think. And 63 will leave the field, and we'll
decline the penalty and let's move on.
Let's just go on, guys.
Just decline the penalty. I'll let them take time to mark it off. We won't have to run a play.
Yeah, they're going to run that clock, so it doesn't matter. Hounds may have to run one more. Down to 30 seconds and counting, and they have not set the 25-second clock. So, well, they do set it just in time. We do need to run one if they want to get technical about it.
If you're an official, you look at that.
Yeah, you wait till it's 25 to set
yes,
it.
Sir.
Bobby T. Still running hard, and he'll go down inside the 30. Fumbles the football, and, well, if they recover it, then they will have to stop the clock for a change of possession, I think. They're still running it. That's going to be at the final score. Your Newport Greyhounds 35, the Osceola Seminoles 0.
Randy, a pretty dominating effort on both sides of the football, and you go back to early in the football game when the Hounds had the big defensive stand, and then right off that, the 98-yard throw and run by Kright, huge in the football game.
Never look back after that. Big 35-0 victory. Hounds go to 7-2 overall. I think 5-1 in the conference, and looking to get a good seed next week against Manila.
We'll have Coach Hansley and the star of the game coming up next. Tyler Linville, number 52, is the George Kell Motor Company player of the game. And let me tell you what, a lot of times we don't get to talk to guys who wear numbers like this, but this guy played a tremendous football game. And Tyler, talk a little bit about the 35-0 victory over Osceola Seminoles tonight. Big win for us.
Yeah, well, it was a pretty good game. If they would have beat us, they would have went to playoffs. Hopefully they lose to Rivercrest.
Hey, let me ask you this, young man. You do a great job playing on both sides of the football.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about preparation during the week from a mental standpoint to a physical standpoint. How does all that work out, especially when you play on both sides?
Well, you know, we practice a lot of the same thing throughout the week.
Right.
And we just go through the same drills, learn it, get it through our mind, practice all week.
Game plan, bring it in and come and execute the game plan. And offense, defense, do you have a preference on which you play?
I'd rather play offense.
Rather play a little offense, is
yes,
that
sir.
right? And you're in there, I mean, you could play guard, you play tackle, you play center, you can play tight end, you can play anywhere in that offensive line. You do a great job out there for sure. But talk a little bit about the guys you were lining up against tonight. How well did you play tonight?
They was pretty big. I thought it'd be a little tougher than it was. They were soft.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but had a little speed.
Yeah.
Had a little speed.
Speed
and,
got us a little bit.
And I thought the offensive line, I mean, you're being a junior and you're playing around a bunch of sophomores, and you get Deshaun and Darrell, and of course Darrell a junior, Deshaun one of the seniors, but you guys got a young football team. We got a lot of football to play this year, but boy, what things are looking up for the Greyhounds.
Yes, sir.
So tell me about, we got another week. We've got Manila. We're in the playoffs. We know we're in the playoffs. Yes, we got to concentrate on Manila. What will it be like this week in practice? How will it go this week when it's going to be our last football game? It's going to be our last home game for the 6 seniors, but we're probably going to get a home playoff game, but be an emotional game anyway. And playing for a conference championship this Friday night, playing for a tie. How will that be?
I think it's going to be one of our hardest practices. Probably long practices. Working on more blocking.
Yes, sir.
outside.
Yes, sir. And a man who likes offense is dear to my heart because I was an offensive, defensive player, and I always liked offense too. I was an old offensive lineman and scored a couple of touchdowns. We blocked a punt one time. But anyway, I appreciate your hard work. I think you guys do a marvelous job, and I know y'all work hard, and big things going to happen for the Newport Greyhounds, and congratulations to you.
Thank you. Tyler
Linville, he is our George Kell Motor Company's star of the game. This guy plays hard. He's in the trenches. He's in there offensively. He's in there defensively. He's a tough kid. Way to go, Tyler. I guess when you win 35-0, you get tall and big and everything. Look how much bigger Coach Hinesley is than
you
me.
know it.
Congratulations, my friend. 35-0. The Hounds win a big one on the road against the Osceola Seminoles. Talk a little bit about this big victory for the Hounds.
All I can talk about really is, I always talk about the kids about playing consistent. And they come out the first quarter, showed off a little bit. Second quarter, I thought we flattened a little bit. And I went into halftime, and the only adjustment we made was just talking about the effort we're going to play with the second half. And they come out and did just that. Defensively, that we tightened up a few things that we just thought needed to be tightened up, mainly leverage issues. And the kids come out and just played lights out. Offensively, I thought we were kind of sloppy with the ball first. Well, actually, in just the second quarter. I thought we lost the ball in key positions on the field. I thought, we just need to be tightened up in the third and fourth quarter. They come out, guns blaring, and
yes, sir,
I can't be any happier for how the kids, produced the second half.
Yeah, both sides of the ball. And, you look back on the game, and I mentioned to you before we go on broadcast, big defensive stand, another fourth down, and we hold those guys. And then we get a 98-yard little toss and run by Jay Cright. At the time, it's the winning touchdown. You don't know it at the time. But what a couple of big plays in the football game early.
Well, you can always really test a good defense by fourth down stops and goal line stands and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, our kids have had a number of fourth and short and goal line stands this year. And I really do believe that just comes from their toughness and how hard they really work. And what I'm more proud of than anything is our D-line, how coming off of last week, I questioned our D-line and how they played and did it all week, and then they come out and played, because that was a big line too. There's no question about it, and they played tough in the trenches, and that's what I was more proud of than anything.
Coach, I mentioned this on air with Randy C, and we were talking during the game. I've been broadcasting for 34 years, and I played many years ago, so I've been around this old game for 50 years. I don't remember a Newport Greyhound football team with as many fourth down stops as these kids have done. Including the goal line. It's more than a handful. It's been phenomenal. How many we've gotten.
And obviously they know it's fourth down, but our kids are real smart and they retain knowledge about what's going to come next or what's going to come on fourth downs, and they're just smart football players. They really are. When it really comes down to stops like that, they just know what to expect. And and on top of that, just playing good leverage and just being tough. That's good. That's good defense.
You always talk about getting that edge on defensively and holding the edge and every time that we didn't do it tonight, I thought we got held. I thought they were holding us all night long, and every time that they would get to the edge. It was because we got tackled.
I know.
The guy.
I know. And you're right, because there's a few times,
Yes.
But even though some of the times that we're being held, what you really need to look for when you watch the replay of this broadcast is watch the kid that's getting held, and a lot of times it was little Berto or it was Jordan Hill who got outweighed by a lot of those guys.
Right.
But they continue to fight to their leverage.
Yes, sir.
And they kept trying to do their job. And when you have kids that really they're trying to keep their leverage because that's what we expect them to do. That makes me proud to be their coach.
Well, another shutout for the Hounds, but I want to say this, and you'll see it on the film too. Our split receivers, our wideouts blocked as well tonight. They locked up on cornerbacks and just stayed on and stayed on and stayed on. I thought they blocked as well as any receiving corps has ever blocked for the Greyhounds. And
let me throw some props out there to Coach Reynolds. He truly believes in barrier blocking. He truly believes in getting the hips even with those hips and just continue, just having a barrier block, staying between it and the ball. And, he preaches it daily. And, I had some coach that was shadowing him, and he said, and he really believes in that barrier blocking. I said, you dang right he does, because that's what he So Coach Reynolds believes in something, he's going to teach it to the
and it works.
And it works. So, you can't complain with it.
A lot of times you see football teams that don't block from those wide receiver positions and just
makes a difference.
All of a sudden the plays don't work offensively.
The same edges we're talking about defensively is because receivers usually get that edge.
Absolutely.
it means everything for setting an edge.
Yes,
so,
sir.
You know.
Yes, sir. Big victory for the Hounds. We've got another one left, and obviously we'll be playing for a share of a conference championship this week against Manila, and it'll be a big ball game at home. Hope we have a big crowd.
I hope we have a huge crowd. You know, the kids are pumped up for it. They really are. You know, because it means something to these seniors. You know, it does, and you know, even though we're going to continue to play football after next week, it means something that this game, you know, could be their last game at home.
Absolutely.
And man, they're pumped up for it. So
absolutely.
I'm ready to go.
Hey, I'm excited about it too, and playing for a conference championship. And I just look back to last year about this game in the year, and I was thinking, and you know, we kept talking.
Yeah.
Guys, we're coming. We're going to get there.
Yeah.
We've got a good group. Help is on the way.
Yeah.
Help has arrived. Hey, we're playing at a high level. Even last week's football game, we lost to a real good football team. We lost to a Gosnell football team earlier this year. We beat a great football team in Piggott by making a play. So, I mean, our kids are playing at a high level.
Well, they are, and they're still learning. You've got a sophomore quarterback out here who, you know, I questioned some things in the locker room at halftime.
Right.
But then that sophomore comes out and gets flatlined out here, but drops a dime on Jake Wright.
He did.
So I went up to him and I shook his hand. I said, "I'll never question you again." Hey, and that's me to a sophomore.
Yes,
but that kid plays at a different level.
Yes, sir,
he really does. And every week I feel like he gets better. I feel like every week he becomes more of a leader. And man, I can't be any happier for that kid on how he's developed as a quarterback. As a
has
sophomore.
done well, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Well, I'm excited for the Hounds, and of course, each and every week y'all have to crawl up these old stands and talk about the game, and boy, I appreciate it. And,
you know, Tyler Linville.
Yes, sir.
I could have brought him majority of the ball games that we come to. And I've said this always about Tyler. He just looks like a boxer. He's just a fighter, you know. And that kid is one of the quietest, hard-working kids on that football team. And he doesn't talk about what he does, but I'm telling you, when he goes out there, watch him on a play. He gives everything he's got.
He does, doesn't he?
And I'm glad we got him.
Yes, sir. I'm glad he's on our team.
I'm telling you.
The Subway end of the game report, the coaches report, Subway and the Walmart Supercenter coach Hinesley. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate y'all.
I think the Hounds are where we need to be. We're fighting hard. We're fighting for a conference championship. Join us this Friday night at Greyhound Field.